What's up, YouTube? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button and that notification bell so you can get these videos when they drop. And make sure that you share my videos with everybody. Now look, I spoke with Shitty Cuz, aka Eric Holder's attorney, Low and Young, today, and the conversation was real brief. I attempted to contact her like several times, though I was given the unusual runaround. And this is what this is what businesses do. Anyways, I asked her, would they be continuing his court date tomorrow, because I know that it's only a pre-trial conference and not the start of the actual trial. She asked me my name. Look, check it out. She asked me my name, peoples. And when I said Star Wolf, she became extremely quiet. It was complete silence on the phone. See, I usually make calls to numerous people regarding this Nipsey case, and every time I mention my name, the people on the other side, the people on the other end become real hesitant and get silent on me, Ever since I made that Crips LLC call, these people been looking out for me to call, and they be real hesitant on speaking with me. Now, when she did answer my question, she asked me if I was related to Eric Holder, and I told her no. Then she asked what was my concern. Again, I told her that I understand that this is only the pre-trial conference and not the trial, so would this case be continued to another date? She then asked me my intentions, so I just switched it up and asked would he be entering into any type of plea agreement or deal, and she just paused and stated, I can't give you any information on this case. I was like, really? Because everything will eventually be public information anyways, Everything will be made public knowledge. Now, mind you, she asked me my name again for reassurance, and when I said Star, without hesitation, she was like, nope, I can't give you no information, and terminated the call. That was it. That was all. I'm telling you, it was over and done with that quick, like probably 2 minutes and some seconds or something like that. And no, I didn't attempt to record her or anything because she wouldn't have given me consent anyway. She wouldn't consented to the call, and that type of shit can lead to legal issues on my part, and I don't need no type of legal issues coming my way, because people already don't like me. Once they hear the name Star Wolf, they like, oh hell no, oh no, and this is how it goes for me on a daily. So yeah, that's how it went down. And look here, people, I did try to obtain some valuable information for myself and you guys as well, to no avail. So that's what it was. I was just met with a stiff roadblock. Shit happens. My whole thing about this situation is that I explained to her that I didn't need to know any detrimental specifics of the case, nor was I attempting to be sneaky. I just wanted to know about the court date and if he was entering into any type of plea deals, which if he does, will be available to the public anyhow, So I just don't create videos on the whim, peoples. I actually do extensive research and call many people on a daily. Sometimes it's not on the daily, maybe every other day, maybe once a week or something like that, depending on, what I'm doing. I call people on the daily to get to the bottom of this Nipsey case and obtain real answers instead of speculations. A lot of YouTubers won't do what I do. They won't stick their neck out there. They won't go the extra mile because of fear. I don't have no fear. I don't have none. I say what I say, and that's just what it is, A lot of people are tentative, though, when it comes to speaking to me. To be honest, nobody really wants to be involved due to backlash and retaliation. They have a fear of backlash and retaliation because people have been threatened over this case, And, people don't want to lose their lives or they lose their jobs, have their careers ended because they spoke with a journalist, spoke with some YouTuber, and information was given, and now things may delve off this path and go to this certain path or whatever, things may take a different turn, I don't know, but I know people do be scared. You can hear it in their voice all the time. They be real hesitant. A lot of times I can't record the calls because of consent issues. So, that's what it is though. That's what it is for me, on a daily. And I understand this attorney's position as she doesn't want to break any laws by violating the attorney-client privilege by dispelling any type of information. Though what I didn't, I inquired about wouldn't affect this case at all. You see what I'm saying? Everything I inquired about will be made public knowledge anyway. I was just attempting to find out things, be, ahead of time. So anyway, we'll find out what's going on tomorrow. I can tell you this. It's not the trial. It's a pre-trial conference. They're not going to start this trial. So don't get your hopes up. Don't be looking forward to that because they're not. That's definitely not going to happen tomorrow, peoples. In my opinion, though, I truly feel that there's only two things that will take place in this case. And one, Shitty Cuz will see the severity of this case and come to the realization that he really doesn't have too many options, and he'll take a plea deal to avoid any harsher punishment, such as an insanity plea. Or number two, this case will be drug out until next year, like they usually do with cases, some type of trial. The trial will commence and he'll probably be found guilty. And that's, those are really the options, And like I said, these are my opinions. No one else's. These are my opinions, There are some people who believe that he will enter into an insanity plea, which is highly possible, and that he won't spend a day inside a prison. Who knows, Some believe he's just plain innocent and there's not enough evidence to convict him of these crimes based solely on the alleged getaway driver's testimony and faulty footage from a few video cameras. Everybody is entitled to form their own opinions and assumptions, Now, I will tell anybody this who doesn't know and isn't familiar with the insanity laws. I really don't know about the other states, but California, if Eric Holder chooses the insanity route, he'll be given the McNadden test. The McNadden rule states that it only requires the defendant to prove that he was incapable of understanding the nature of his act, or that he was incapable of distinguishing right from wrong. Though it can't be both of them. It has to be one, but it can't be both. And the question remains. The question remains: which one of these would he fall up under? That's the $1 million. That's the $1 million question right there. Which one would he fall up under? And it's a lot of elements that come into play with this McNadden rule. It's a lot. Like dealing with mental health. It states like mental health problems and drug or alcohol addiction often go hand in hand. However, you may not assert the legal defense of insanity just because you were addicted to drugs or alcohol when you committed the crime, or had recently used drugs or alcohol when you committed the crime. Now, I'm reading this from the actual law, so we don't know if he was on drugs or not, but even if he says that, it ain't gonna work. In my eyes, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Now, we do know that he allegedly had mental health problems, you know. But like I said, it's a lot of elements that come into play with that. You just can't say, well, my client is mentally ill and this is why he did what he done. No, this is why this McNaughton test will be done to see if he's deemed insane, where you know he can enter this insanity plea and be, you know, be found insane or whatever, however it goes, you know, and not have to go to prison. You know, you just can't. Ain't no easy process where it's just like, yeah, he takes meds and he wasn't on his meds that day, you know, because you can prove that he knew what he was doing. You know, if a person loads a gun, if a person tells another person, go around the corner so I could do this, you understand what you're about to do. So that will knock the insanity plea out. But then a lot of times you never know what's going on in the judge's head and everything. So we'll just have to see, you know, we'll have to see what goes on. If anybody want to know what the McNaughton rule is and all that, then do the research. Go do the research and look it up for yourself. Like I always tell y'all all the time anyway, you know, don't always take my word or the next person's word, you know. Do some reading yourself and go do some research and you'll find out for self, and that way you'll feel better about the whole situation. You won't have to worry about it, someone speculating or lying or just saying anything, because you'll know for yourself, you know. But I just wanted to bring y'all this video. Oh yeah, and another thing before I get up out of here, another thing is this. I had made a post about the music regarding Nipsey Hussle when they used his song "Riding All My Life" during like the commercial breaks or whatever during the Los Angeles Rams game. But check it out. I found out that DJ Mowski is somewhat in control of all that. You know, this is what I was told. I made some calls. Again, I was given a run around. This person, you know, they ping pong me. You know, this person sent me to that person sent me to this person, and shit, I ended up back at the same damn person, you know. And anyway, I was told that DJ Mowski is in control of the music and everything that's being played at the games, you know. So, you know, I attempted to reach out to him and ask him a couple of questions in regards to that situation, but he haven't reached back to me yet. He probably won't. I don't know, you know. But it is what it is right now. I'm gonna keep pushing. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know that. But yeah, make sure y'all, you know, let me know how y'all feel about this too, you know. 'Cause they going to court tomorrow, but you know, ain't nothing gonna happen. Not unless he enter into some type of plea. But other than that, ain't nothing gonna happen, you know. Evidentiary hearing may be coming up or something like that. But let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this. Let's talk about this. Make sure you subscribe to my videos, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you share my videos. Make sure you hit that like button and that notification bell too, so you can keep getting these videos when they drop, y'all. And make sure you definitely share them. All right, now, peace.